Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Oba constituency, what spending maximum a day. Maximum a day. Yeah. Sometimes or 2 constituencies in a day. Okwa one a year jumano.
Branch executive.
The branch executive.
Yeah, what for?
Almost so in our constituency executives no. Aha. In there say who say in yabedu some pempenso the people who showed us are standing on the grassroots.
Tiene salutu mo. Wow.
And I'm saying, sir, the 2024 election, yebe ya said here at the national level.
Yes.
In a year, ya police for. And me piutia, John Dramani Mahama, ya all can and say, will win the election at where?
The polling station.
The polling station.
Be a twabano.
The polling station. Who are the landlords of the polling station?
Of course, Krumano, yeah.
Timemu for no. Omodia. Sabi obi betimi efi abonti abechro say yeni say no. We are parliamentary candidate, and that is why I want to use this platform to beg our parliamentary candidate that in the name of God, they should recognize without the branch executive, they can't win the election. And we are parliamentary candidate in so Sabio. Now any chairman enka o branch executives enka o ward executives enka who say who di abro who di enye John Mahama who di NDC fo nyina den abro.
And in fact John Mahama expanded some communica say abatwe ye da ye nim no eye Ghana for abatwo. In fact eye kwan ye fa so biagye o man nti
make us a match Tuesday me call some state institution me do why ye din komono and openi bi or twe me eban me person member to avoid victimization into or twe me aside no can say lawyer election we man we near ye be boom yes
state institution be
yes
Ghana
penny pa
or state somewhere we near
ye be boyen
says money that's one more
money that's one yen
NDC
me come it raw.
Wow.
I didn't me call na say me. No say hey monko fie na monko say mo sort mo problem. Na mon win election ye be boom.
I didn't be na kasa.
No, because we are the only hope of this country. And as we start the analysis, it leaves no doubt in your mind. Say we are the hope of this country.
Yeah, basso. But answer you basso.
I mean, once again, Mecca, who the 2 me the Major Mahama? Na ne parliamentary seats and yet good who the natural how into mesre your parliamentary candidate. So be your bonnet crana manenka. Manenka. Let's reconcile for the sake of NDC.
I don't papa will be one.
Oh, yenya ye nipa organization kwade. Kwame, I'll step on your toes. Who best step you on my toes.
Okay.
But there must be genuine reconciliation. Say, ye dum pempenswa obiani daso ne yen. Intino ye kabom ne ya de na ene na beboa. Nye nyoma bia na ye betimi aka. Aha ye kwan ho.
Metiase.
Eni nti na me de me use we fidie e de asre. Say, de aye bia no ye manenka. Ni endwin amanyoku ye hu, ni endwin Ganafo hu. Ni ehu se yenkwa ne Ganafo omeni daso. Na yentimi yesade we emfama John Dramani Mahama. Look, sometimes meet me who GM. Na mi ana me real.
His Excellency John
Mahama.
Now Raho.
Na me real.
Fi say
GM or 65 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
Or 65 years old. On your GM Oba 1997 every year MP. We're 65 today. Maybe you're 42. It means a GM about like 20 more years ahead of me. Yes,
absolutely
fantastic. So what it tells you is say, baby I do no. Which you juma papa no yeah. Me a me young gra means me yes juma no. Even me a me younger.
Yeah. The stamina.
The stamina.
Sometimes
no, meet me beside and say, old man, how are you able to maintain your fitness? Because you see, look, Obetmia started campaign like Volta region last week.
Yes.
Anopa by 9-10 na also got right? Ofi ho baby a community bia obi a stopping no.
Yes.
No abesia koketa, no abesia ko angloga. Stakeholders engagement. Alert, no tie, no chro. And the thing about him is say, oh, kasa no making notes. Now we incorporate all your concerns into the obeka. Ofi ho no abesi akọ aflaw.
Yeah.
Ofi aflaw no nanti joje. Edam agbanan mo na and so could do ho. The next morning no atwaso. Bomusa ko pie ho hoy. And so I signed back to Accra. In 2 days, not 190, almost 18 constituencies.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Yeah.
Next week, or they call another region, Ashanti region. I think 24 to 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you are your constituency chairman, now what your constituency say? The papa ye no. Me de yawo intino. Matiada. Men said the oye nina. Oye bibi sa. Sebe. Nyankopon on fanchewo. Sebio, and that is why I always say, Sebe. And now ye wo opposition. Why? Your constituency chairman. So bia ye wo opposition. At least the MPs, they are omo ye juma. Omenyo salary at the end.
That's right.
But they are going through a lot of hell. Being opposition MP, you have no idea. Inti maye nyina ye hu say, de ye no, ye magana fo. Look, me no can say. As at 2014-2015, na Ghana ni bia edeka 3,700. By 2016, na Ghana ni bia edeka 4,000 cedis out of your public debt. What it means your public debt, ochi chema Ghana ni bia no bia edeka 4,000 cedis. And there me no can say. Nana do danko ekufa do abedi mampeni 7 years in Ghana ni bia edeka 18,000 cedis. From 4,000.
Be grass 20,000.
Enti the eso hunu say, what da? It will create more mess. Ebia o bedwin so say we dey menyi me ko. Ba wo echiri ma.
Okay.
Eba be safa. So my nyina ye hu say it's a collective fight. It's a fight for the destiny of this country. It's a fight to reset this country. It's a fight to rebuild this country, to put this country on the path of growth and prosperity.
Yeah, but answer.
And then I say you might be no.
But answer na beba no. I was say you far about two mo, and about one so the ya na ta bata ho ye. Na nhehye na say mo. Indelible ink in sensem.
No correct.
Pon you say ahwe a ye be pon no me ensa ho nsem e bai no. Lawyer na ka kire wo ye mire mo no. Akwanya bi sa wo ho ana.
The Akoban nyina na say. First of all, me, Sebio, and Quanta near me. In the Quanta South District. When I'm in your school, invest in a me buy a one cry. And then me wo studio, I say. A rural constituency. Send then Yanko Poya Madom, what do we do some pimpin? And it's a mania idea will make life difficult. For you and more mountain crossing class. And anything I'm rapey, it's me ya say. Obinu to say bossman Asaria or no fee jachi. Asante jachi. Srebo kwa kunuma sebio. Ubet me I can say omu nomu rural background. Oma Peniswa Jane Mensa Yawon or airport residential area. Oye nyoma edi how oyeni Edeba yena sebio yebusiafo ewo enkurasing kurase. Ochiase with registration at the district office alone. Minua, enkwanta ye wo me no. From Ekrobi to Sebruani ase Eko enkwanta. It's almost 40 or more kilometers. Also nipa infi ho no imagine a voter's card e won enkwanta krom. I mean Sebio. Also be enfi kwe anakeri. Embra enkwanta krom. Imagine a voter's card. Also be enfi krontan embra enkwanta krom embe sanyo mano. Sebe. Uyo bia Sebio. Yatito kakra watne kurase kakra. Fasa policy no emma.
Because what is how
exactly. What they pick okuje to a black one the constituency.
Yeah.
North Town. District capital ye battle. Okay. Me part of my family if you honor any central town. Now udu honor Japon oko hua one who krona e friend Japon.
That's right.
When we say e wo kuje to constituency.
Oh Japon.
Yes.
Wow.
Japan is in North Town. Oko Togome. Fojoku Dofo. All these villages are not towns. These are major towns. From Aveime, Bato, Mepe, all of them. Also Nipani Fisa Honum no Omra. Why? You know, and no matter mensa ye no, Sebio. Airport residential area na ye wo no. Amana ntu kwan. Ne nim de ne world view nyina ye airport residential area. Akra ha say de sisi outimi nya trotro Uber. Sisi outimi ko bibia. Ye nkura say sometimes motorbike. This is unipa no kwans wa back.
Yes.
And ye easy. Life is unbearable for our people out there.
Mokanya omantie.
The other ones and say Sebio election year yeba be komu 7th December 2024 a Saturday. The same calendar as 1996. So year 1996 election was a Saturday.
Memory dasa.
Memory dasa. Okay. It you know ye call election a memory da. Me so krasi na ye wo me no memory da ye ko afuom. Ye ko afuom. It no yet to abano. As a man called for mentem, my back. Abetuaba. Into which Q dynamics are, which means in the morning Q near a bit longer. Now, train, then you may not say away. Good. Into Castle or stop election at 3 p.m. Sebio, now you're back in.
So, Becca also on also need to more why it's a Bempino, a bedru sabrena, a yana. Pressure and he was a about one banner.
Into which Q dynamics are early morning and late. Na Q's no eso. Into late for normal 2 yomun kubium, normal start go around until declaration is done. And a macano no private sector and a kufado kofano. On your public work that until how you use a governance system to satisfy the needs of our people. Onim ye. Now, the SIA winning in say, you see, you for constituency be to say Afran Plains North or South. Donko Krum. Ena Oko Mame Krobo. Dija Islands. And yes, sir. Tambe na voting materials a bedu hono. Tambe no mbecha about wase. Tambe no mbevi.
What about Fakud was also?
Exactly. Into from 1992, CI Saya Yenano, Yenfa the specific 5 p.m. in Tum, but we all have agreed at 5 p.m. near Eden. Because of the specific issue that may be coming. In fact, Okaya, in 2012, it became so difficult that the election went to the next day.
The guy.
Exactly. All you need is common sense. Sabio unya bibia bio common sense. Then you are good to go.
But and then the brand cannibal especially with the inclusion of indelible ink. Meba
indelible ink. You see, sometimes you can yes sabio obi ni empenasem. wo Madam Jemensa mra oba be ye Electoral Commission chairperson no na wa wo two anamon call parliament na akwa pass emra emra na o pass ye no ye frɛ emra no CI 127 Public Elections Regulation 2020 CI 127 on the 2nd day of July 2020 in our gazette emra no Emrano Kotna Parliament for 21 days, pursuant to Article 11.7 of the 1992 Constitution. So we have the law now. And now, what now one hour the two Regulation 33.2c say before you had the ballot paper, ebema a will-be voter biano. You take the person through the biometric verification process.
That's right.
Pursuant to Regulation 32. Now, yes, and your money, you know, the next step, no, say, you put a permanent mark on the voter. The reason is
paper.
The reason is say, yen yakofa emra bi ba ye, emra ne kire say. You using verification. So first we harvested the biometrics. It's your biometric register. From 1992, near your register no kwa ya throw the your picture, near my picture ID now. And you say it's not enough. You per se, you your system no any way more.
That's right.
So in 2010 our conversation started here. By 2012 April, we conducted a new registration process resulting in a biometric voters register. And yes, sir. In year two, sana mono. Into anamona year 2 year no. And now, Madam Jemensa, over year 2020 now say, even the biometric register never hono. Oh, crowd the person will enhance the security feature into the facial recognition. Into register now. Eddie Akufo-Addo aba power crown. Ompe Akufo-Addo so on paint no. Osi enquire for. That time near can say COVID aba. Ose odabi yankoye chinchina in the ekoye register. Register near biometric. At the time near can say no verification, no vote. And I Ghana for say no. Or mama ye woman by physical deformities and others no. And you will be a biometric now beat me a day.
A capture.
It is all no verification, no voter. Persons whose biometrics went to me and capture no.
Obey your mefim.
And so you end up disenfranchising people. Contrary to Article 42, because Article 42 gives only 3 criteria. Citizenship, 18 years and above, soundness of mind. There's nothing like biometric verification in there. Article 42. Okay, and yes, then let's bring a second layer. Manual verification.
Right.
Pursuant to Regulation 32. And now, why would they run by in a parliament, EG2 mu in a BM run or Ghana? Why not Jemensa drinks or ye? Or your bosom? Minia,
Ubisa.
I blame your baby, sir. Jemensa leg bonya. Who is she? On any wine.
On a Shabbat one so. Or that battle commission.
Well, office no flows from law. The office is a creature of the Constitution and the Electoral Commission Act. And Article 51 say, "Oh, ye we juma bring constitutional instrument because yes, nimsa nipa da sanite. Uma nipa kwanya. Obe start here the open.
No crap.
So to avoid say obe the open no. Bring a CI. And now why would the CI 127 and I will say under Regulation 33 no semi-co polling station on election day presiding officer no or ye bibia wia on put a permanent mark on me before all the ballot paper no be man e won random. In fact, why would you see before
no animra or the buyer yajatum. Wow.
Has she changed the law?
The EXCLUXIV here.
So there is a certain culture of impunity. Obia woni mra bia obia or working with impunity.
But you use sessions no in the district assembly's elections.
No.
At the end,
or share the preamble or say CR127 should be used in all public elections.
Public
elections.
Wow.
Even political parties during their elections. They use indelible ink. Now, the reason for the indelible ink, and I've heard some very ignorant MPP guys, biometric verification process, and yet foolproof. I thought I said.
I have fidie na ye dey ensa team so e manage dey tum say ye ni no wo say nya foolproof
that be.
Wow.
So for the sake of argument, who could share a mischievous electoral commission official? You allow people to vote more with manual verification. Yes. And I'll give you a classic example. And that is what the MPP do. And that's why they want to take the indelible ink. Because you see, I block your rigging winning now. So the only hope now is to take away the indelible ink. And this is what they do. In Tiahano, there are 750 registered voters in this polling station called SYZ polling station. On election day, only 300 people came to vote. Apathy. Yes, sir. Okay. Inti machine also verify only 300. A mischievous easy person can trigger manual verification. Once you are voting manually and there's no indelible ink, how would they identify you?
Because
there's no assurance. No. Why we say assembly elections, no. I say because of the non-partisanship, no. Wait. 7th December.
General elections.
Look, there will be indelible ink. Yankasa will take our indelible ink there.
Wankasa.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana allows us to obey the law of this republic. So we'll go and obey the law.
But I'm running just when I was Shabbat was one.
They won't name baby I do.
And funny, Edru.
Kwame,
catch me.
Baby I do, and yet will inquire grow. Kwame, look. Oh dear. Ono the on pen one summer, Yankodim Branoso. Yesika, look, Madame Jemensa, she appeared before the Special Budget Committee of Parliament. Because in the budget, because of the sensitive nature of the work, no, her budget is not approved by the other committees. There's a special budget committee that handle Electoral Commission expenses. When she went there, she wanted money. Parliament said, "What did the other banner at the Bema? Oman Tiba Kukran Yedin Enfiso." It is a indelible ink na ne boyedin. Sebio, indelible ink, ne bo na yedin. This is a woman who in 2020 spent $74 million in buying biometric machines alone.
Yes.
For a new register. Indelible ink. Why? Hotel gallons.
Anyway, yebrani into yentwa so. SDF no so de omo de abetudwa. Se memindana abatwo no ebetono. Enimu a wonte ho behia se yensesa no no. Ebeye easy sa se ebetima sesa no.
We die. Mestre miami nuanom SDF. Edibriapa. The cause of memoir, you be in delay for another day, Anna. You better election on Saturday. One who say, Bible, Ajinkwa Yesu Christo, or can be, or she give what belongs to Caesar. To Caesar. Anna,
yeah,
ready any diem. Ina Emra na Mose, a yen young man. One who say Pharisee for no more be beside Christo as say me no beside say Anna Christo. O say oba esa Mose Emrano oba be shemu
kina.
Yes sir. Okay. Inti Pharisee we say omo de omo ne nam na de bi omo test Christ. No omo say ajenkwa. O say wa ba sa Mose Emrano be ABC. Inti on a Sabbath day no then ye no be say na wo oba yare on Saturday wo de no be call hospital ana afi na falasi fo yo mu hu de omeyo mu
yeah
no be ana
yeah
but in a Christo na nkasa so was the Sabbath made for man or man for the Sabbath?
Yeah.
No.
But when an exception to the rule,
exactly.
They all cannot. But we are talking about 395,374 voters, eligible voters. SDA for where the last count as of June 2022.
Ghana for
CPP for say, Yamo Mokwai. I mean, I had
who in the CPP said it?
Of many of national organizer Kasa no pay. Many Moses Yiramambo and the Kasai CPP national organizer. I watch say Yamakwaina, Bibisa 18 because it bet me
96 and Saturday SDA plan to Aba. 96 December 7. You can check. December 7th, 1996. It was a Saturday. SDA 4 man to Aba. With your mestre.
An exception to the rule.
Mestre. Meanwhile, mom, we SDA 4, we NDC 4. Any DM. Wait to so better Aba on the 7th day in Tiaubeko held there Emma so. With your mestre. Any DM. I am going to Abano on the 7th of December.
Okay. Yeah, quite a new Sabra Yakase Chama won't to me. The fate or mobile be decided ever mention in 3 minutes. You have a corner, you said ye a normal ACT. But lawyer on your economy, no, any baby a da. If you be a church, oh, if you are there, $600 million be free, IMF for a barber, no babuama, and no más sasia paya. Yamfa yanin to so say. Ebe dia boya na ana said yes ya say na say kra enye ye bio
nti cheniyo kenoforiata ede akufuado ene baamia e budget ede call parliament November last year and yes sir okay. In the budget no akufuado say macho cheniyo akufuado say in fact, Oni Baumia, who is the chairman of the economic mismanagement team.
Dr. Mamadou Baumia.
And or say, this year, no, the total expenditure for the year, is 226 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Tie figure ni yo tro.
Sika also be or the bed bobra.
Or the bed bobra afi no. 226 billion Ghana cedis. Okay. And or say, Obeji foto efi Ghana fo nyina ho. Na foto na obeji efi Ghana fo ho nyina no. Sa foto no 176 billion. Division no oya ana subtraction oya na akasen.
Me 226 e dey free
176 every 226 more akasen.
Hold on, sir. Mama yes. Me mass in the net say akoyo tibinche 226 minus 176 into about 50
billion.
That's right, 50 billion.
Yes, sir. So what it means is 50 billion no so on coffee fi baby for. Aban so mokro no. Yes, sir. Nti aban na so on ko den. Okoboro money.
That's right. Okobobusia.
Inti me no kasa here. This government needs to borrow 50 billion in order to do what we call deficit financing. Because that's the deficit.
Amenana abeda
tokro no. Ese on cover tokro no.
50 billion.
Onya 50 billion Ghana cedis to cover that. 600 million Ghana dollars.
Dollars, yeah.
The cedi equivalent, you're saying, against 12 cities.
$600 million cedi equivalent. But that was all can
no times 12. Me here for a certain way.
Okay.
It's 600 times 12.
Okay. About 7.209 billion. Yes.
And yes, sir.
That's right.
7 point something billion.
Yeah.
When you have 50 billion, into 600 way, akaba hole no. So
as in same.
So this IMF sika na eba no. Incidentally, the sika na months I will prepare our budget. What you say? And our budget, no said your tax revenue will be 176. First of all, that 176, where are you going to get it from? It's an ambitious projection. Or compared to the previous years now, sika onya from your tax revenue. How is it possible to say obey to me 176 billion this year? That's another matter altogether. Already you need to borrow 50 billion to cover the whole. Where is it? Into this IMF Sikano, it cannot even fill half of the whole. What are we talking about?
But ain't me more you see, no.
First of all, sitting in the more the strength flow for market forces.
Okay.
So there's what we call demand and supply of forex. Usually, as an economist, the OEN say you manage the pressure on the city. That's what you do. Immediately the demand for dollar no exceeded the supply no, the exchange rate will deteriorate. Basic economics. Okay. What are the potential source of the downward pressure on the city? One, you have interest payment and amortization.
I can't see one.
I can't see one. Say you work or bubble say in dollars. Edua oba betua ho principal wo the cedi na ba kutua.
Dollars.
With the dollars. So you are forced to now go and buy the dollar to pay your external creditors. And yes, sir. Okay. Now 2023, you are not paying your external creditors. Because as a buying, what come say, mint ya. I am broke. I am bankrupt. I can't pay. So the whole 2023, you've not been servicing your external debt. You've been in a form of agreement with the Chinese, with the Paris Club of Lenders or creditors. Say, Ome agree. Sika a car would mono. So the whole year, what suspended your payments? And yes, sir. Okay. So you've not amount now we hear every year or the back of $2 at the actual debt. No, you've not been doing it. Even when you are not paying, your dollar is 12 cedis per dollar.
You said now 12.30. Good.
Intino, what will 600 million do to it? There's an, you see, it's the data. 600 million. Yes, no.
It's your book say a bar and no baba baby acquire my projects a story in ano. Yasa konwasa no.
Already you are seeking to borrow 50 billion in order to finance your deficit.
Yes, sir.
So that way gives you equivalent of how much? 7 billion.
7, yeah.
It can't even be. Now, when you na abayi ede contractors, in excess of 16 billion, that's road sector alone. Road sector, school feeding, national health insurance. All these
independent power producers.
$2 billion. The city equivalent of 24 billion.
That's right.
That's how much you owe independent power producers. So what are we talking about? This year is even going to be horrible than last year.
To mean 2 projects na so.
First of all,
yes.
Those roads are specific with their specific loans. So let me give you a classic example. Kumasi Airport. It's tall because Nkrofo na omude loan at the amount say versus Kumasi Airport expansion project no. But tini you. What got wrong say won't mean to ya a cano. No, say won't mean to ya. Then we cannot be giving you more. I don't know if you understand the point I'm making. What got you bosia? Omu disburses cannot the amount. The expectation is that you have a strategy to repay the money. And now what we are seeing in say, Mama mensaso. Mint ya. And yes, yen there's a difference between yen and where they won't meet because we need capacity no. And now one saso. And now o creditor onipa na o this scan amount no o say okay project we $50 million so far my disbursing $40 million the amount and I say won't mean to ya and then the remaining 10 means some farmer that is what had created the store in the projects. Yes, so this 600 million it is not coming from those creditors.
Same with Kumasi Kate.
Exactly.
Wow.
They are loan specific projects. So yet the companies know and now decided say because of this debt treatment that is what has created a problem.
And no sir, no kafa Dr. Mahama Baumia or says kwan say yemfa to me mano. Now ombe shomo my Ghana say mampe and I want to head of economic management team. Babenya no say okay want to me na madwa ba so say and I want to me shebre no aka krebe no mobile be decided was antimemo said ye ebesi akona no na no kopae ema okasetia krogra na sabra ekaso
I can forward say me ya omoka kremai dia oni ni dia agrodu mpempenso bia kremai oni ni dia agrodu mpempenso bia onyawano a obelike
obetafre
sana wiasete
nteno na esie yenhwe said esi ko press conference na ekoso no yenua na napia wa homa no so nana boyemu tew ede na ekoso yi
hello
nana boyemu tew ede na ekoso sabre na me busa se ensentwefo nhyiamu no enya ahyase enkomo na ekosen
o se sorry repeat mami pastor
me busa se ensentwefo nhyiamu no enya ahyase enkomo na ekosen
say eno na omode aba awieye no ensentwefo nhyiamu no na omode aba awieye no na say omo nsem omo kan ne se omo hwe animu se na ahemfo wo asantimantem ha ana se abrempon wa ha se no obi ani wuntumi anim amfa omo ama so be hwe ahase ye gadifo no doso ene ahemafo bebre ana etwahia ema sadi omo de atuga so omo mpese omo hu nanim ana so omo mpese brempon bia omo hu se wuntumi akọ brempon bia ahemfi ana ohini bia ahemfi wa asantimantem ha se they say woman kwanta o mapai
let's say woman governor chama wuntumi to kwanta o mapai
aha
meaning say want to be kwan fie want to be ne nananom ndi dwuma bia
omo pese omo kyerɛ de omo kasa mu ne kyerɛ sɛ ana wanya na adwen sɛ ebia obekɔ ahemfie bia na wo ohene a wo bofu sɛ bia wo wuntumi aba wo nten wo na ahemfie na wone na gengen kwan afa so na ne beba me efikasie mu abepa kye wo ne ade no o nso saa ohene no omode na me kesi so nso me nim se wuntumi ne papa nso ye ohene ewo abono eti eno nso me bisa ho nsam ba ko mienu ahwe se enti na omo ka saa asem no se emane nkwa ahemfi bia na ne papa ahemfi nso obeye ne dai akọ
okay eno sa na chigu afidie no so man na premto breka se ebono watimi abebo a kire na fe yehunu said ye esikoi nana piano no yensentwe ni obutu asante bantem na lawyer answer abeko ba omi ahono wuntumi a wono so agikuru kumasi aboso no ne de no de na kire
menua sabio opemso na asante ni oyo bibia ye nyina ye de obuo kese ede man sabio wuntumi po bi ono no be di agra and yet open so ababio and you know
that's right
now say otumfo oyobia Ghana fo nyina yedubuo kese ede mano oyo hene like every chief ye dey respect ede mano entipa say wuntumi eba kwot na honom say obekasa tia nenim ayesa nyoma ni nyina no sabi onye ade a ese emfa but you see
that's so train no no so ni
no but you see
kakabia
one granny won to me oye wan
Ashanti regional chairman
sabio and your mamu ha na yefo sabio nsemfo so a wan ne won to me what I say look you're very careful and the ahemfo ya ye adehye no aye wo Kumase no I think say it's in the right order say bi o wuntumi so no ofi bo so ntwi
no crap
oye badwemba a ya tete ni ya onfa jantoa enkoma anasante hi
bia no so yes ye mpa nani ma we
ene na hemfo onfa jantoa nko no na onkoye de sebio because enkantiti ananka bade san ye twa no dan
ye twa no su
ye be ba no che na nya ade kra obetimi akoye den akọ
yeah
nti omo ontu sa na mo no no ohu se ne mre na ba wie yo wuntumi one ba mia na eko
okay
one ba mia na eko
ba ho mia
one na eko
wo de adwen foforo ba no
na ene na MPP musician yi o se we kura esi ye hu no so na be araba wouldn't be
I feel bit me question
yes.
No, yeah.
You see, one who Baumia,
yes.
Baumia is a complete hype.
Why complete
hype? On the economy, na say. The Ghanaian economy, no. On the Asia baku. Inti meno kasa se siano. Under his watch, economy na yedin. I say, why am I saying this? For the first time in 30 years, Ghana Cocoa Board, the friend is syndicated loan.
Yeah.
When percentage is interest rate is 8%. Emrana John Mahama, man penny and Baumia, Edna Simpie so casio, incompetent Mahama, incompetent, blah 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 blah. No. Now we're borrowing the syndicated loan at 1%, 2%. Wow, also you're competent. What about the chair of the economic management team? No, we borrowed at 8%. That's your scorecard. For the first time, exchange rate, Ekoyako pay 15 Ghana cedi to $1. Where's your competence? Onipa na wo frɛ na incompetent no na oye 3.8 Ghana cedi to $1. Also you're incompetent. You let's even use today's numbers 12.3, 12.4. See, Baumia ne vice the presidency way no. It's a test of our national sanity.
The presidency ambition no.
It's a test of our national sanity.
Wow.
Yes.
You okay serious?
Yes.
What's a test of your national sanity?
We can't be sure.
Chim upache say.
Se Baumia betimi anya kukuduro kra say me pesimi ndi oman yi so kra no eye yawo. Omuyen. Onfa Ghana fo nya hwe. Ohu ye say sebi. Me kra so meka ye tusulu.
Just say tusulu there.
Yendwin.
Wow.
Now what? Sebio. O boss. As late as 2019, I also Westward on by election. Omu ya rally wa violation school pass. O boss said, why drain wo di bu mine?
Se nyansa nyina hye ne tim.
O se wo nyansa nyina wo tim na sa nyansa no na odi abu sa man yi. Na odi bu man wie ye no. Inflation koya could be 54%. The highest since in 34 years. Interest rate is over 35%. The exchange rate is beyond 12%. 12 Ghana cedi to $1. Yet public debt had gone balloon.
600 billion.
Now what supervisors and your man? What's the for mine and show on sa nebu mine?
Former Works and Housing Minister Tachi say, wow, Becca say, Yemfa Subono mo Baomiano. We tell more than if he say, na Baomia da or 10 crew mu. Now, Betima cannot Omar Sanda Nekasa. Also, Betima Kens in the Buzo say, Emredo drop by ya Baomia, a chair Nadri one woman be a Gebetima ya, young man of quine.
Attach our Yemisinia, Baon Kano cre.
Sir,
one who say a Yabusian talker between on and a Ken. And then they say, Emra no I Minister of Works and Housing, or say Ken Amani Sikapa. Na Mwakwata in a year Sikano as Rose Minister. In a man, ye pamo no a few. Into no or the yawo in a council or no crowd one contest say about one. Because you see, Atacha took over from Akufo-Addo. You were the MP for Ebuakwa South. Ebuakwa South. And one year view. It is a yaw no in YSO. And yet. Minka be absorbed Bamia na ebia in the unlikely event say Bamia be we be no ebia menya bibi. Se mi aminua Akufo-Addo and treat me well ebia the apprentice no be treat me well. Anything attach ya kasa no.
So do kan obo.
On kan okra. Menka se menchro. E-levy Bamia kasa na chere cabinet said they should bring E-levy.
What dance dey be chere sa.
Oh, unim de ntia.
Kache.
Say at that time no. Now they had only two options, either increase tax or go to IMF. And Bamia can say, Sana ya no di Mahama term with IMF no. Omoko IMF NDC for be use against him. So IMF they might yenko. But for the first time, they place tax on Momo. Into the tax no to Momo so you benya 6 billion. Which is almost equivalent to 600 year. It is yet no annually. It will help us.
Obiano akoko P7 say what they start one
about no gain the political ambition ahead. Say you call IMF NDC for at the better time. So we must avoid going to IMF by taxing Momo. It was Bamia's initiative. And as a Siano, I did not bet no con. Because John Dramani Mahama say, Nyamiya na doma, obeti E-levy na yede if you hono. So then they have to contrive a narrative to absorb Bawumia from it. But E-levy was Bawumia's initiative. Tax no up to now maintiasiye. Can you imagine say me no, ye ko shop, ne ye kwa koto phone ya, ukra fiscal cash na utuya oko. Betuani Momo, Metuan tax. Me
bring and
unim. Yes, I asked him 30 seconds. Yeah. Said another Danko Akufo-Addo in the lead Kumi Preko.
Okay.
And it was because of the introduction of value added tax. And yes, sir. Good. And now me know what say. Akufo-Addo. And the tax, VAT, and their two electricity consumption. And when we say, there's a tax on your electricity consumption. What it means, Nene say, unless you are the user of 30 Ghana cedis per month, 22 to 30 Ghana cedis of electricity per month. Sebio, aha yewo studio ha. Mumu be na etua electricity 30 cedis a month. What a compound house cry, would you are saying more than that?
No crap.
The only instance a tax no apply to you, Nene say you spend 30 Ghana cedis a month. If you spend beyond 30 Ghana cedis, you are paying VAT on it. Effectively, every electricity consumer in this republic is paying on electricity consumption.
I see a yeska. When you Japanese, I see a yeska.
Unim dentia. IMF in actual said they should place tax on your electricity.
M1.
How can it help? Wouldn't we say Akufo-Addo had gotten more tax revenue than all administrations since 1992? And I'll conclude on this. At the end, I binum yepe John Mahama assembly, and they say, first of all, or you're reliable. Me who leader or can operate say John Mahama. Or nada o obetro say Edudzi, this is the reality. Sebio obi a ope to me. Say nanko ne nama no oshiawa o mema girl, o mema we, o mema banku, o mema fufu. And yes I know be because ope to me. But what me not simply is to say, look, I want to be measured in my campaign promises. That is honesty, reliable leadership. Above all, John Dramani Mahama, the all one, the friend vision. Obi ne can say me, or say a visionary leader or father is the one that will plant a tree whose shade you will never sit under.
Very well.
That is the kind of person John Dramani Mahama. Until election I ever become me. Timamufu, Ghana Funyina, ya the chopper, ya the stre, 7th December. Make no mistake. Ghana your destiny.
Okay.
Medase.
Lawyer Edudzi Tamakloe, Legal Affairs Director, Emma NDC Amanyoko, Legal Services, Emma NDC Amanyoko, Medase, Director Legal, Medase pa. Ene ubra unyama he, yebra nanya yebre, and common on dosu. So much trouble in Ghana, and yeah fault, and some no dosu. Yebesha nyame yadumachina, ajima nye power nye, or the parliament money bremus is here.